G'day, mate. Welcome back to Captain of Industry with me, Jetty. And in our last couple of episodes, we've got ourselves pretty much self-sufficient. We've got most things up and running. We've got food, we've got people, we've got water, we've got mining, we've got smelting, we've got diesel, we've even got oil, of course, coal. We've got all the wonders of the world, including conveyor belts. We can now have some real automation. We've also set the ship out. We've explored some places. We've found some new people to bring home. We need more slaves. We need the work to continue. We have one problem, and it's one problem I've been ignoring for quite some time. It's copper. We've been relying on the influx of new people to bring copper and rubber with them. Says a lot about the people out there in the world. And they've brought in a whole bunch of copper until we just ran out. So today's episode, we need to get a copper smelter running. Like yesterday. At the same time, we need to look at research. Research-wise, we're basically ticking through some boxes, okay? We want to basically tick off everything that's prior to the research lab level 2. I also want to look at the captain's office. Captain's office lets you have edicts, which is like, like different bonuses and penalties and perks and that sort of stuff that you can apply to the colony. We're going to unlock research lab level 2. I don't think we're going to get it built. The other thing I need to do is I need to set up a lot of long-haul projects. A lot of long-haul projects this episode. Also need to clean up some of the stuff that we have in the middle of town, because I've been looking over the map and resource allocation-wise, like we've got resources everywhere, which is great. It also means we have resources everywhere and they're all on the way. So first thing we're actually going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to do copper. Now copper, I have explained before, I think, a little bit different. We have a blast furnace, we have a metal caster, and in the case of copper, we have copper electrolysis, because when we smelt copper, we obviously get molten copper. Molten copper turns into impure copper. Impure copper gets turned into actual copper. So I need to build a giant smelter down here with everything we need for copper. And we're actually going to start at the rear and work our way forward. I want storage. I want unit storage, and I'm going to put you there. And then the very first thing we're going to do is find a vehicle. Vehicle. Hey, show navigation. Okay, so you have a little bit of room to get past. We're actually going to move you back a few tiles and then bring that back up a second time. The navigation has hiccups, but that looks like we should have plenty of room to get past. Okay, so then we're going to go into smelting. I want the copper electrolysis, and I want one here. I want a second one, which I'm actually going to flip and put right there. Okay, I want, no, I want you over one tile. One tile. We want these belts to not quite connect. Okay, next thing we're going to need is the metal caster. I want... let's start on the left-hand side. I want a metal caster. Come back here. One there and one there. Okay, and then I want a second one, which we're going to flip as well with the F button. One there, and we want one there. Next up, we want the blast furnaces. Blast furnaces are going to come back 3 tiles. I need a 3-tile gap, and I need to put one there and one there. So we should have this gap down the middle. Gap down the middle is very, very important. Should also, can I just get a pipe or something? Molten channel, that'll work. Should also have a 3-tile gap between these two, a 1-tile gap back here, and a 3-tile gap in the middle. Okay, we're all with me so far? All right. Next thing we're going to need to do is we need to run the molten channel. Now, molten channel is very, very different to the other things that we have available currently. Everything else has a throughput of 60 items per 60 seconds. The molten channel does 120 items per 60 seconds. So we can, in theory, combine 2 of these into a single molten channel. That is so wrong. Bad game. Forward. Left. Then down. Okay. We combine both of these, you outputting 24 and you outputting 24. We'd still be below 60. In fact, I can double the length of this if I wanted to. It'd make life a little bit awkward, but we could do it. All right. Now, molten channel. As you can see, I have this error message how it's not connecting into the other one. But if I connect it onto the next one, it puts in one of these connectors. These connectors are basically a 4-way connection. We have in, we have 2 outs, we have, well, an in and 3 outs. But then I have the same problem of it's not connecting to that one. So I want to actually extend it on one tile. After I do that, we get another connector, and then I can remove that. Yay, they're all connected. All right, next thing I need to do is I need to get your fluid. We're going to join those two together. Okay, belts. Let's get some flat conveyor belts. We want to join the impure copper into there, the impure copper into there, come around this side, impure copper, and impure copper. Lastly, we want to have a little squiggle in here and a tiny little squiggle in there, and that should be everything connected up. apart from, well, your inputs and your outputs. So, pipe-wise, we're going to have a pipe at a height 1, which I'm going to drag straight across the top. So we can connect this pipe into here and this pipe into here. Next thing I need to do is I need to actually deal with that exhaust, which means I'm going to put a smokestack in right here. And then this is one tile closer. So because it's one tile closer, I can't actually just run a pipe straight in. So what I actually want to do is cancel that pipe, and then in theory, I should be able to do that. Okay, so I have a ramp on these two tiles, which means I can't connect into them, but this is on the flat. Actually, you need to go over one more tile, please. Psst, over one more tile. Thank you. Sheesh. Into there. That's all ramped now. Oh, because the other belt's there. Yes. Okay, it's fine. We'll put you back where you were. Okay. It means in theory I can connect to this. Now, because I'm about to put a belt on this side, getting a connection in here could be difficult, but, you know, there is a slim possibility. Okay, next thing we need is more transports. I want U-shaped conveyors, and we're going to come 3 tile gap, and then I'm going to have one belt go to the left, which we're going to leave right there. Then I'm going to press the Q button. Nope, the E button. The E button to go up 1 level, and it says height 1, but if I hover over this, it wants to attach to that. So we're going to press the R button so they don't link. It turns off the magic magnet, and we're going to run another belt over the top. Then we're going to press the E button again, and I'm going to run a belt back that way. Okay, so we got our 3 belts. We're going to turn R back on, and we're going to start with the bottom belt. So the bottom belt is going to be, I don't care, it's either going to be copper or it's going to be coal. Doesn't really matter. Then we're going to go to the second belt, and I'm going to plug that one in there. And the second belt, and plug, second belt, plug that in there. Last thing I want to do is I want to take this export, and I want to run it to the top belt, which, as we might notice, is actually running to the opposite direction of the belts, the other 2 belts. So that should be everything plugged in. I don't need that bit of pipe. We'll cancel that. That should be everything plugged in ore-wise. The only thing we haven't done is these guys also need a water input. Luckily, somebody left a water pipe right here. Now, water pipe-wise, we're already at height 2, so we're going to go up to height 2. And I could bring this pipe in here, and then I could connect it to there, run it down to there, and so on and so forth. What I actually want to do is I want to bring the pipe all the way along to here. I want to press the R button so it doesn't connect to anything, and bring it all the way back to the center, and then plug in one side. What? Oh, you horrible game. Can I demolish that? Thank you. Just, yeah. Okay. Try again, JD. Copy the pipe. Height 2. I need to drop it off first. After it's been dropped off, then we can come down on that side, and then we can come down on that side. All the belts and things are still a little bit fiddly, but, you know, it's mostly there. All right, next thing we need is we're going to have storage. I'm going to have some loose storage. I want to come out 5 tiles? 5 tiles. Yes, 5 tiles. You are going to come from there into there, okay? Then I want 2 more loose storages, 1 here and 1 here. We're going to bring in to, well, let's go with the bottom one. The bottom one looks good. And then we're going to have you come up a tile and go into the second one. That's excess belts. That's excess belts. That's excess. And that's excess. Okay, with all that done, you are going to have slag. So slag's going to come in here. We're going to make sure that you always have room. You are going to be coal. We're going to make sure that we're kept full. And you are going to be copper ore, which we're going to leave off currently, because copper ore we're going to want to have come in here. Now, I have a problem of we actually have no copper, which with no copper means I am not making any electronics. Because I'm not making electronics, I'm not making any maintenance. We have what's in storage. That's it. So I sort of need to get this up and running right now. Consequently, we're going to come in here and priority, you're going to be number 1. You are going to be number 2. You are going to be number 3. You are going to be number 4. You are going to be number 5. We need you to be number 1 as well. We're going to just say truck import on. I don't care if it's got belts going into it eventually. We need the ability for this to have import now. What else do we need to change? We're going to need the molten channel, which I'm going to quick deliver. Let's get in under... Oh, that one, quick deliver. Can I get in there and click on that one or not? So, oh, found it. There we go. Quick deliver that. So that should get the molten channel up to all the way up to the end, actually. Should get all the molten channel in. We're going to do some of these because these are going to be cheap, dirt cheap. We're going to do those belts. You're priority 4. You're also going to need truck import on, which I need to change back to auto after we actually get the trucks up and running. You're 0.4. You're 0.1. You're 0.1. We're going to spend the Unity wisely to get some of the infrastructure in just to save the trucks coming across. Okay. With all that done, last thing I want to do is I want to spend my Unity here. I've already assigned our spare excavator because we have that spare over here that's normally carving out the mountain. We've already assigned him to come over here and... Oh, wrong one. Come over here and start digging copper ore. He's also got 2 trucks assigned to him. So we should be right to get this built. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's the priority system. 6 is probably this. 6. You're also going to be... I'm just going to quick deliver that one, and we'll quick deliver that one as well. Okay. That should be everything to build. So what I'm actually going to do is we're going to unpause the game, and we're literally going to leave the camera right here, and we're going to do a time lapse and hope that it all works magically. Okay, well, things are mostly done. It looks like, yeah, we're out of Tier 2 construction parts. Quick deliver that. I don't have 2 parts to quick deliver that. And that needs 5. Of course it does. Okay, so why for you not run? You are running. You're just taking your time. Okay, and you guys are running flat out, and we're having a coal problem. That's what I thought might happen. Okay, so we're going to throw an extra excavator in there and in there. And I have another spare. It's that spare. Okay. Same time, I am chock-a-block full of wood. Yes. Okay. I want to go over our trading route, and we're going to get rid of wood again because I want all the wood gone. All right. So with a couple of things done, a couple of things fixed up, we still have more problems we need to sort. Starting with, well, coal. Coal's going to be a big one. I'm going to send in another truck because they are shipping stuff literally across the map. Yes. And how much have I asked for here in reserves? 40. Yeah, that should be okay. Research is ticking by. I also need another excavator over there. We have another one on order? No. Okay, another 2 on order, please. All right. Next thing I need to talk about is going to be oil. We have a problem with... We don't have a lot of crude oil. We also have a problem with diesel. We have a lot more trucks up and moving. We also... Where was it? Power. We were maxed out for a second. And this episode, I want to add more things that are going to need more power, like more belts. So I'm going to unpause you. At the same time, I'm going to put down 1, 2, 3 of those guys. And we're going to plug that pipe into there. That pipe into there, and that pipe into there. Basically, this tank's just going to be a giant load balancer. That's all it's going to do. I'll quick deliver that, so it's done. And... Yep, that's all... Well, it's all built now. Okay, yeah, power. See? Like I said, power problems. All right. Power problems we're going to fix with just another diesel generator. I do want to have better power solutions in the future. but they're not here right now. Other problem I need to sort is this pipe. I delete from there to there, plus delete that one. Quick remove. I wasn't paying attention. I'll be honest, I wasn't paying attention. You output 36 exhaust, and you also output 36 exhaust, and the pipes that I'm using only carry 60. You burn off only 60, so I couldn't run both these at max speed, which was probably a good thing because we didn't have enough crude oil. But with the second lot of oil pumps running, we should be okay. We should be able to double up the amount of diesel we're making and hopefully keep the lights on and the generators running. Yeah, we'll get into deeper depths of power in a later episode. Okay, next thing I need to talk about is access. I have started, I have started ramping our way up to get up to this plateau. Okay, it's something we're going to need to do. We're going to need to get up here. I also need to clear off all sorts of areas, but we need to get up to the next area. I have 2 diggers here with 2 trucks, which should be enough we can climb up. Now, in saying that, 6. Okay, so 6 has been landfilled, but as we can see, it's not flat, which means I actually need to dig 6 to make it flat. 7, we can see how it's light green, actually means it needs to be mined. It's above the level 7. Okay, so we can see 12 here. 12 here is flat. 11 is a dig command. 10's 10, 10, 9, and 8 all dig commands. 7's a dig. Maybe that 7 is a fill. Yeah, maybe it's a fill. I don't know. But something I do hope the game adds in the future is a way for you to say, okay, what I want to do is I want you to either dig a tile or fill a tile. I don't care. Do whatever's required to make it flat. Okay, I don't know why that's turned on. All right, trees are full again. Awesome. Construction parts are full. Construction part tier 2 is okay. Coal is recovering. All right, first thing I want to do then is I want to remove that belt between there and there. And I'm going to quick remove that. And I'm going to put one of those in there. And we're going to quick deliver that. And I'm going to connect that belt into there. More storage. Same time, I'm going to do wood, and more construction part T1. We're going to unpause. Oh, you are unpaused. Okay, the only thing I need to do is set you to wood then, and you should be good. The other thing I want to do is I want to do the exact same with construction part T2, which means we can set you to export off, import on, technically. Export off, and off. Yes. Okay, and this one's going to be import off, export off, import off, and export leaves from there. Actually, you can export from any one of them. It doesn't really matter. If it's slightly closer to go to another one, go for it. There was a problem where you could get with it into an infinite loop, where trucks would pick up from this one and drop to, well, pick up from this one and drop to that one, and rinse and repeat. The devs fixed that. Okay, so you're running. We have another excavator. Coal. No. Spare. Oh, no, you've already got one. Okay, coal it is then. No, coal seems recovered. Okay, not coal. In that case, copper. How's copper? Copper's up to 100. Yes. Can I get another excavator in here? Yeah, because there's no actual copper ore. All right, so this seems to be up and running. This seems to be up and automated. There's one thing I do want to do, and as we can see, our water tanks, well, there's none of it. There is some water in here. There is some water in here. I can set you to auto and auto and auto and auto. You have water, and you have a lot of water, but you're on auto import. So I need to get water over here. Now, the best way for me to get water over here is all the way over here, where this water pipe, which comes from our concrete production. I want to move our concrete production. If we move our concrete production, it means that I should be able to get some free water. Well, I should have plenty of water over here to run it over to copper. So what I want to do is take this up to height 3, press the R button so it doesn't link to anything. I also want to hold down shift so it builds in a dead straight line. Just makes my life a little bit easier. And we're going to take this literally across the coastline. So although it says height 3 and it's buried deep into the ground, it's height 3 from like the edge of the cliff, which is fine. It does mean I'm going to block excavators getting over here. Trucks could still technically get around a lot of this area. Realistically, we're not going to have any excavators over here, so it really doesn't matter. What I do want to do is I want to plug that in to that pipe. That pipe. Okay. And the other thing I want to do is quick build it because it's 3 Unity, and being that it's such a long pipe, the way captive industry works is it builds a pretty scaffolding. The pretty scaffolding, great feature. I love it. It's pretty. But it starts out at the tiles that are lowest and then builds scaffolding all the way to the end till it finishes that height. Then it comes back and does the next height, which is this one, and then that one. And then comes back and does the next height, which is this one. And then eventually all the scaffolding will go down and the pipe will actually work, which will be handy because that'll get water from A to B. And I've put it in just behind these fluid storages. So it does mean that if there's water, oh God, that's going to take forever to get here. Yeah, the pipe itself holds 120 water. The tank holds 180. Okay. It does mean that these guys should send in 50% and this should send in the other 50%. In theory, if not, we could put in one of the brand new pipe balances, which we're going to put right here. I'm going to pause it because I don't want to pause it because I don't actually want it built. Captive industry, the guys are obviously Factorio players. Like they've played themselves some Factorio. Okay, they've played with a 2x8. Yeah, the 4x4 balancer, the really common one we use all through Factorios, is like 4 tiles by 8 tiles or something. This is 2 tiles by 2 tiles. And it's a omnidirectional balancer magic. Okay? You can run 2 pipes into and out of any of these slots. And then in here you can actually configure the way it works. I'm going to try to avoid using them, at least for now, because they use 5 kilowatts worth of power. I have a power problem, which is linked to a diesel problem. Well, which is linked to an oil problem. So I want to avoid using that as much as possible. But now we got that water pipe hooked in, you guys should have all the water in the world and be super, super happy. You are processing. Copper looks like it's keeping up. Although you could probably be prioritized to... What? Drag that over there. Oh, you already set to copper ore. Okay. Yeah, I only want one of you set to copper ore. The other one can bind whatever. I really don't care. Okay, so that should fix that problem. We got another excavator. Oh, new excavator. New excavator is to deal with new problems. So I need to plan for the future. There's a lot of future projects that are going to need future solutions. Can I get like 3 more of those? Okay. Up here we have a lovely plateau, and if we bring up the mining and we set that to flat, we can see that that is all about of a height of 12. But if I drag that across there, we can see it's not really a height of 12. It's really a mess. So what I want to do is I want to dig down to ground level. Okay, which we should be able to do, hopefully. No. That tile. No. I want to set this to flat at this point and dig there. Okay, if I set that edit area to there, hopefully Diggy... Yeah, Diggy found something he could dig. Okay. I need to get access. We're going to clear off that. Clear. Okay. Actually, no. We will put in a ramp as well. Okay. I need to get access up to the next level. Okay? Because once I get to the next level, I actually need to prep it. Okay? This is one of the challenges of this map. Although I have a lot of land mass, not a lot of it's actually useful. A lot of it needs to be, you know, flattened, so to speak. So that's basically what I want to set this miner to do. I want this miner to first get a ramp by... No, that's going to be mostly digging as well, isn't it? Let's remove all those. Okay. And mining, and we'll just dig all that. And flats. Okay, so his job is going to be dig through the side of the mountain, get us access to the next level. Now, at the end of the day, I have a lot more flat terrain over here. This is height, what? Height 6? Height 6. And this is height 2. So even then, I'd have to build a ramp down. So I have a lot more flat area around the map. Plus, I have this horrible little plateau. Plus, I have, I have lots of plateaus. But I need access. So we're going to have this guy just start getting access up to here. His job, and this is why he has so many trucks, is going to be fill them up with whatever crap he finds and then ship it off to our grand dumping zone, which is all the way down here, to try and build out this dock. Okay? Just like this guy forever has been doing pretty much the exact same thing. Coal looks like it's solved. Excellent. Let's pull a truck off it. Same with these guys. I want these guys, preferably, they'll listen to me. Yeah, that's still... Okay, that looks better. Hopefully they're going to actually start digging their way up into this mountain to get us access to this plateau. Alright, they're things I need to have done. Next thing I want to talk about is these guys. I actually need to remove the boost from these guys because it's not doing that much. And we just stole a whole bunch of water off here. This is now running flat out. These guys still have water for the moment, but I don't think we're going to keep up with our water demands anymore. So, I want to move concrete. I want to move concrete. Get concrete out of the way to free up some room to hopefully start rearranging things around the base. Okay, this is sort of prime location. If we bring up our resource overlay, we can see I have a bit of clear area here. If this is all housing, I have oil, I have coal, like things are in my way generally everywhere on this map. So we need to spend some time to do some optimizations. Before we get the optimizations there, I did just get access to retaining walls. So retaining walls, I want to clear off that area. I want to build some retaining walls. I want a retaining wall corner. And I want to raise this up as high as I can. Hopefully get these around the... planning mode, please. Hopefully get these around the right way. Because they're a little bit hard to see. 2 of those. I want a retaining wall long. There. And there. And then I want a retaining wall... Oh. I really hope in the future we get click and drag retaining walls. That much I have to say. Is that the right placement? No. Okay, try again. Cut. Put that there. Cut everything. And put it... that's wrong because you sunk all the way into the ground. I want you moved up. Okay, the biggest thing with the retaining walls is they're going to hold back a certain amount of mining. No, I got to move it one more tile. It's fine. Eventually we're in the right spot. There. Okay. They hold back a certain amount of material. And what I want to do is I want to build things in the right location. Turns out that would be really helpful. I want to build a little set of retaining walls in here. Okay? Because actually what I want to do is I want to fill this area potentially with copper. Copper ore, that is. We're going to clear off all those. Okay. So, first things first. We have construction parts? We do. We have 700 of them. Perfect. Finally have construction parts. Alright, we're going to unpause those. We're also going to quick deliver a few on the outside. Just so they're done. We're out of concrete blocks, which is fine, because we're going to go in there and get rid of a whole bunch of wood again, and have a whole bunch of concrete blocks. And then, I'm going to come in here, I'm going to put some 2s at the front. I'm going to press the F button, so it's scaled up. I'm going to stack it up to there. Now, that's 6 high. And it clearly states on the retaining walls that we can only build up to 5 high. So we're going to find out what happens when we fill that all the way up. Also, this one is not allowed to dump anything currently. Okay. I'm going to confirm... No, we're not quite keeping up yet. Once we can start keeping up with our copper demands, and that's just because the other warehouse is full, this one's not quite full yet. Okay, as soon as we can start keeping up, which is going to be any second now, I'm actually set copper ore. So in theory, if they fill this, if this is full, they have nowhere else to put the copper ore, they should start dumping it in here. Which means at a later stage, I can change this from a dumping zone to a mining zone, and they should be able to dig out nothing but copper ore. Like, it's already been cleared of all the stone and all the dirt and the gravel and everything else, which should be very, very efficient to mine back up. Hopefully, that's the plan. It's a grand plan. It's a long way off. That's why we're setting it up now. Grand plan. Grand plan. Okay. Next one is concrete production. Concrete production, I want to rip up and remove and rebuild. So, we're going to come over here. They're full of limestone, yeah. So you're prioritized rock, and you're prioritized limestone, and nobody wants to dig up here, which is frustrating. All right. I want to rebuild... no, I want storage. I want to rebuild concrete. So give me a sec. Let me plan this out, because there's going to be a fair amount that we need to add to this. Yes. Took a minute, but it's all in. It is basically the exact same build as I posted a couple of days ago. If you haven't seen it, I actually linked the video up the top right-hand corner. But it is a super, super, super compact little concrete build. We have 2 of the rotary kilns. We have 4 of the concrete mixers, all leading into one little unit storage, because we actually happen to have groundwater right here. We're tapping into that groundwater to feed the whole system, which is fed from this side with some pipes. Yes, it is layered 3 high with belts at this end and 2 high with belts this end. It's a very, very tight little build, which is one of the reasons I like it. So like I said, if you want to see the build, you want to see details of the build, exactly how to put this together, I will link up the top right hand corner and probably even down the description exactly how this clicks together. But with all that done, we're going to be processing slag. So I want the slag recipe, and then if I hit V, I should be able to just click and done. So you guys have water. We just need the slag to be delivered. We need the sand to be delivered. We need the coal to be delivered, which I need to cut back on because we're having a bit of a coal problem. We also have concrete being exited into here. Cement. Just a tiny bit of cement fed from both these. So this one feeds these 2 machines. This one feeds these 2 machines. We do have a little bit of an excess. Believe it or not, the trucks can reach across here to grab that. But I just want a tiny bit of excess in case we need it. In case we need access to it. In case we need cement for some other recipe in the future. Potentially I can get a belt out of here. It'd be a little bit of a mess, but we could do it if we need to. Limestone's done. Oh, finally you're going up the hill. Awesome. Okay, water, you're going to use 6, 12, 24, you're pumping 48, right? Yeah, you're pumping 48, so that will eventually fill up. The other thing I wanted to do is, I've already done it, I have paused this machine and paused, well, I've cut off their inputs, okay? So, we shouldn't make any more cement bags here, we just need to work through what's in the machine, or I just demolish everything. We have a lot of concrete blocks. We don't really have a worker problem, although we are spending a lot of power keeping this running. Missing input. Okay, you are done. Can I get the delete key? You and you can go away. Which means that exhaust pipe... we'll do the pipes later. So we just need what's on the belt to be fed into the 2 machines. Once that's fed in, we should be able to demolish those, demolish everything. You can also go entirely. I don't need the rock. I don't need the slag. The gravel, we might have to find a place to dump it. Actually. Add gravel. That'll solve the problem. We have got a decent dock out here. Has our coal problem been solved? It has. Excellent. Let's subtract one off there and one off there and put them back where they belong. I sort of... We leveled things out for the coal, and they went and did other things rather than saying, hey, we've got nothing to dig, because they came and helped dig out the side of the mountain, which was good of them, also bad of them, because we sort of ran out of coal. But we're going to set you to half full. You're fine. You're the limestone, which we need to also set to half full. You're sand. You are slag. Slag, keep that full of slag. You're going to be a whole bunch of concrete slabs. As for our copper over here, we're going to set that a lot higher. You are still trying to get copper ore. As fast as we're making it, we're burning it. No, it's a truck problem. Because we are so far away from any dumping grounds, when these guys find anything that's not copper, it takes forever for the trucks to get over here to actually dump anything. Because I don't have a closer dumping zone, because I don't really want a closer dumping zone yet, because I really want to concentrate on this one job. Next thing I want to do is go to the world map. I want to send our boat out, because we haven't done that yet, and I sort of meant to do that earlier. We have also, so we've set our tree cutters up to this top area. This is sort of my next building area, so I want to send them up there. Can I set you to none and to vegetables? Because we did get vegetables research. We got a whole bunch of research done. So the captain's office, maybe, no, we'll probably play with that in a future episode. We've done a lot this episode. Along with edicts, transport balancing, we sort of went through that with the pipe splitter. We also got smart conveyor routing, which is transports. We can filter the scrap to go one way, whereas everything else go the other way. Pretty much is all it is. Nothing too complicated. Location explored. We found an oil rig. And we got ocean drilling technology. And needs 120 parts for repair. Okay, fine. Let's go there instead. What else? Housing level 2, which will let us store more people. Does it tell us exactly what it does? Open research. Housing 2. 130 people provides more comfort. Also provides a monthly unit increase if the housing is provided with required services. So we could upgrade our housing rather than make more housing. I'm sort of 50-50. We'll do a bit of both. Retaining walls, which we've already gone over. We have just set this farm to be a vegetable farm, which means we're probably going to have to talk about that in the next episode, because it's probably not going to get grown in the meantime. Okay, are you guys done? You are processing your last cement bags now, and you are done. Okay, delete everything between there and there, and there and there, and all of that. Awesome. Has been deleted. Actually, cancel. I do want to click that, because I do want to empty it. Location explored. A new settlement. Okay. Which only wants construction part 2. Or rubber for wood. Oh, God, we're trying to get rid of wood. Construction parts for coal. Construction part 3 for glass. Or construction parts 2 for chicken. Because everybody likes a little bit of chicken. This does let you establish a contract. Which we will run through later on when we actually unlock them. Can I bring Shippy? Go away. Shippy all the way home. So you need 120 construction part 2. That should not be too much of an issue. Start repairs. Come here. Load the ship. Alright. I saw somebody was out of fuel. Because I need a second fuel truck. That's why you're out of fuel. I probably also need some spare trucks at this point. No, you're actually blasting along with 3 of them. Okay. Well, maybe you don't need 3 of them. Maybe you're actually processing now. Do we add another truck or not? Okay, turns out we need to add... it was probably okay. Turns out we're going to add... Shit. We're going to add... Do I add an excavator here, or do I add an excavator here? Actually, we're going to add an excavator to copper. That's where we need it. Oh no, they've started dumping. So they've started filling in this section, which means we're caught up on copper. Great. I don't need to add something to sand because sand's doing fine. Iron is fine so far, but we're gonna make that a mess in the next episode because now we've cleared off some space. Where is those overloads? If we move you, and I put you, you know, somewhere important, like, well, actually, right there. Can I? Okay, probably not. Probably not. Let's play it safe rather than build it and find out it doesn't work. Let's put you back one tile. Unpause, quick deliver so you're done. Out of that overlay. It does mean that in theory, plug that into there. Unpause, done. Unpause. I really wish there was like a delete button on pipes. Just because this is going to be probably awkward to hit. That's the pipe I want to remove. Also want to remove... Definitely... No. Can I cancel? Oh! Cancel. Oh, it's down back to constructing. Okay. Pause. Alright, we're going to leave that there. Yeah, so that should take over that. You should have water. You should have water. Copper's got plenty of water. These are full, so I call that a success. But it does mean, apart from that's in the way, we could remove that. I now have some room to move and some room to groove. I have some room to rearrange things. I have some room to start looking at proper automation in the next episode, because I don't think we're going to get anything else done this episode. The ship should be loaded with the construction parts. It is. We can send that off. Actually, can I bring that to the dock as well? Start loading the ship. Yep, I can bring the 240 iron, which will pretty much decimate all the iron we have, but that's perfectly fine. Bring it into the dock, which means next episode we can do two things. We can go and... Oh, you're loading that instead. Oh, look, they'll sit right there. We can go fix the oil rig and we can fix the cargo ship, which also means in the next episode, in theory, it's available to me because when we found it, it unlocked it. We should be able to get the cargo depot up and running. If not, we're going to have to make Research Lab 2. Research Lab 2, just because we're going to mention it right now, requires lab equipment. I need to constantly feed it lab equipment. Lab equipment comes from... Mechanical parts, electronics gives me lab equipment. So I need to actually have automation to feed both of, well, all our labs. Also means that we've gone from 4 people up to 8 people, also 50 kilowatts worth of power. Also means these guys are useless because there is no way I can get lab components up to those 2. But there we go. We've done that one. So I'm going to end this episode here. As I said, if you want to see this concrete build, or concrete block build, concrete slab build, with the cement build, by all means, link down in the description, link up the top right hand corner of the video. Same time, if you enjoyed this video, can you do me a favor? Can you click the like button? Can you click the subscribe if you haven't already to catch more tutorials like that one? Also, probably going to do very, very soon a follow-up tutorial on both iron and copper smelting. They're both pretty early on, but I figure we're overdue for that video as well. All right, I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I will see you guys in the very next video of Captain Industry. All right, bye.